Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to episode 9 of Cryptozoology's Survival Let's Play. Starting off this episode, we're doing a time lapse of doing some building in the village here. So what you're seeing right now is the outline to a new little crop field that I'm working on, and on one side we're going to have carrots, and on the other side we're going to have potatoes. I did this because I wanted to add some more greenery into our village here, some more life. And also it kind of explains more where these people are getting their food from. My idea is kind of like that they grow these crops and they also go fishing because they're right beside the ocean, and go hunting in the forest behind the village. But after that, I decided I wanted to work on a building here that we're going to be putting a sugarcane farm in. So I'm kind of going for a new design, different than any of the other buildings that I did. So I'm doing the outline here and then throwing the roof in, and you'll see later that I actually changed out the roof from oak to dark oak, and it looks a lot better like that. But yeah, I used these polished andesite on the corners to make it look reinforced, and did some texturing and added the pathway and some leaves on the windows, flower pots, just to add some more life again. So it looks a little off right now with the roof the wrong color, but once it's done it looks a lot better. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, and taking a look from the ground here, you can see the new little crop field that we built, and I still don't have enough carrots to fill the whole thing, but we can harvest a few here. Oh, that one was already, but yeah, I'm going to fill the rest of this area in. It looks quite cool, getting nice light with the shaders from these lanterns here. But as we follow the new path that we put in, and I also put this tree in after the time lapse, you can see our new house right here. I switched out the roof and it looks a lot more fitting in the village using dark oak instead of the regular oak. And I also added a lamp post here and a tiny little well design so they can get some water. But going on to the inside here, you can see I've thrown in the floor and the roof. And then right here we're going to do a tiny little sugarcane farm, and then we'll probably be building a basement and putting an even bigger one in there. But I have the resources I need to build the actual farm, so I'm gonna get started on that. I'm thinking it's gonna go right here. We're gonna have rails on this layer right here. And I'll show you guys the kind of tutorial that I took inspiration from. This isn't fully my design, but I'm still taking my own little twist on it. So after this, we put dirt on top here. And then behind here, we're gonna put some water. Should have another water bucket in here. No, so I have to quickly grab a water bucket. But yeah, I really like this new house. It looks quite cool. Add some different variety into the village here. I really love how this place is coming along. I'm still figuring out a name that I need for the village, so if you have any ideas, please let me know. I would really appreciate it. And let me know what you guys want to see once we finish the village here, because once this is done, we're probably going to be moving to a new area, maybe a castle or something I was thinking would be fun to build. Yeah, so we're just going to fill the rest of this in with water, and then the sugar cane will go right here. And we have to put a building block. We can probably use just this. And then on these is going to go pistons facing the sugar cane, just like that. And then I need to get up here. I'll use a pick, sorry. Yeah, and then on top of these goes observers facing that way. And then behind these need some blocks. And then redstone dust. And that's more or less the finished design of this thing. So I'm gonna finish the rest and get the collection system in, and then I'll show you how it's looking. Alright, so I've more or less finished the farm here. As you can see, it's quite small, just 5 sugarcane. But basically what happens when the sugarcane grows, this observer detects it and then it sends a redstone signal to these pistons and then it breaks the sugarcane. So I can kind of show you an example. If this one were to grow, then yeah, all these pistons go and then it falls on this dirt block and then the minecart with a hopper picks it up and then puts it into these hoppers and then it ends up in this chest right here. So I just have to finish the aesthetics here and I can do that with you guys. I put some trapdoors here and we'll be able to use those to access the chest here. And then I think I'm going to put some on the other side here. And then right here, just so nothing falls out or anything and we don't lose any drops, I'm just going to put some glass. And then I'll get some full blocks right here and then we can fill that in so there's not that gap there. But yeah, it's kind of hard to see through this, so I might actually change the type of glass it is. But let me do that and put the wood in here and then I'll show you how it's looking. So I finished the aesthetic of the inside here. As you can see, I used red glass instead and I actually decided to just leave that gap because it looked better that way. So yeah, you can see it's actually starting to grow now, and then we can just go like this and then check our chest and pretty soon we're gonna have sugarcane in there. But next what I want to do is in this little area here I want to build a staircase down, and I'm pretty sure underneath here is like a big open area, like a cave that we covered up sometime. It might be actually over this way more. Let's see, yeah, down here. So this actually might work well because we can just build our farm in here. So I'm going to work on building a staircase down into this area and kind of getting things set up to the point where we can build an even bigger sugarcane farm, because this little one up here isn't going to give us hardly enough. But I think it's kind of just fun because it shows what this place is about and whatnot. And I think also once we're done that, out here we might build a little bit of a, like maybe a dock or a little tiny garden out the back here, out the back door. So I'm going to keep working on this and then I will show you guys how it's looking. Alright guys, so now as you can see we have a little staircase down here. It's really simple and then it comes down into this room here, and I just also kept it simple, just spruce on the bottom, spruce on the top. So now I'm going to put a big sugarcane farm along this whole wall, and then I'll see if I can fit one along this wall as well. But I did hear our one upstairs go off while I was working down here, so you can see how much we got. So yeah, we can see we got 5, which is not bad, but once we have this bottom area in, we're gonna get a lot more. So let me throw the farm in and then I will show you guys the farm. Alright, so as we walk inside here, you're gonna be able to see that the interior is finished and also the farm is in downstairs. So I added some bushes. You can see the sugarcane is growing here. At this point we have 11, but we haven't really been around here that long, so we're definitely going to get more. Another bush here, just a crafting table with a lantern. And as we head downstairs, this is where most of the work has been done. You can see I threw in a whole bunch more and it's all growing. We actually might be able to see it work here in a second if one of these grows, but at the moment we don't have any, I don't think. But yeah, like I said, once it grows we're going to get a whole bunch. So I think actually what I want to do now is AFK here for a few hours and see just how much sugarcane that we can actually get. So I'm going to AFK for a little while and then I will show you guys just how much we got. Okay guys, so I've been AFK for about 4 hours and I haven't checked yet how much we've gotten, so I'm going to check along with you guys. So as you can see we got just over 3 stacks, which is not too bad for the size of farm. We actually don't even really need that much because just a single player world, we don't really need that many rockets, and that's basically the only thing that we're using this for. And we also can check upstairs how much we got with this little one here. So we got almost a stack, so really not too bad. For down here we get almost like a stack an hour, well a little under. I can show you the math on the screen right now. But yeah, so I think what I want to do now is work on this place out the back here, outside. Working around here, we've got some pillager guys here. But yeah, I want to work on this little area right here, as well as finishing off this little back area behind these two houses. So I'm going to throw it back into time-lapse mode using the replay mod, so sit back and enjoy some music. Alright guys, so this is where I ran into some technical issues with the replay mod, and did like a time-lapse for like an hour, but unfortunately I didn't get any of it because it got like deleted or something like that. But basically what you're seeing right now is some trees that I built and a bit of landscaping with those sugarcane and some flowers, grass, all that stuff. And then I built like a kind of actual sugarcane farm out here, as you can see, with those ones inside of the stone fence. So unfortunately I didn't get the time lapse, but you can still see the results of the work that I put in. I think it looks pretty cool and adds some more detail to our town here. So as we pull up, you can see that our town is really coming along. We've almost filled half of this little island, you could call it, up, but we still have room for future builds, so let me know what you guys want to see. Alright guys, so as the sun is rising here, we can take a look at everything that we did this episode, because we're going to be wrapping it up here in just a minute. But we built this nice new crop field. All the carrots and potatoes are in now. It's all fully grown. Looks really great. And then we have this new pathway here, this new tree. We built this little lantern thing here, a well, and then back here we did all this terraforming all to the edge of the little island here. So it's looking quite complete, really good. And then of course we built this whole building here, brand new building for our sugarcane farm. So as we go in, you can see the one that we built upstairs here, and about 38 because I used a whole bunch back there. But as we go downstairs, you can see our even bigger farm. We can check this, and we have almost 4 stacks now. So we're going to be using all of the sugarcane for basically just rockets. And next episode we're going to be building a creeper farm, so then we'll have gunpowder that we need for making the rockets. But yeah, after that we built this kind of stone wall right here on each side containing this little area, and then there's like this outside sugarcane farm just for aesthetic purposes. And then for these short ones, just so they don't keep growing, if you put a string on top, it'll stop them from growing any taller. So that's a little pro tip for you guys there. But last thing I want to do in this episode is update our map, as it's kind of becoming a tradition at the end of our episodes. So as we run on over here to our starter house that we built in episode 1, we can go upstairs and update our map just up here. And then you can see it right here. So as you can see, all of this is going to be new area. So it's probably like our biggest expansion yet. So let's take this map down and take a look at it. And yeah, you can see just how much more we've built. We did a lot in this episode and made a lot of progress on our town here. And we can update this other map as we got rid of those trees that were over there too. So it's going to be looking better. But yeah, it's crazy how far this place has come since our tiny little starter house there that was there in our first episode. But let me know what you guys want to see built in the rest of this area here. And that's going to do it for this episode. Make sure to like the video and comment what you think and any ideas you have for this series. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.